Good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here, Midwest Market Solutions. This is our Market Insider TV opening commentary. It's Monday, November the 17th. Hope you had a nice weekend and are looking forward to today's trading activity. All right, we're going to get into the markets in here. Take a look at overnight markets first. Dollar index is firmer here this morning. Nat gas showing big losses, down 3%. That started on Friday after a type of a reversal. We ended up closing lower. And could be pulling back in here now. We priced in some winter demand already. Crude oil a little bit firmer. Stock market has reversed course. It was higher overnight. In fact, took out Friday's highs and has just since in the last hour started to sell off, down 18 points in the S&P. Gold down $30. Silver off 33 cents this morning. Corn ended 3/4 better, while beans were up 13 1/4 cents, and wheat was about 4.5 cents better in our night session. Brooke Rollins was on Fox Business just a few minutes ago talking about trade agreements with China and beef prices, and she expects that with the administration's efforts, including increasing land for grazing and other measures, including possibly bringing cattle across the Mexican border in 6 to 9 months, that prices will start to move lower by the spring and summer months, and reiterated that China is starting to buy from the U.S. and will continue to do so as far as buying soybeans. You can find out more information on our Twitter feeds, Midwest Markets, and at Brian Hoops for the latest information. Sign up for our text service as well. So the October NOPA crush report will be released this morning, 11 o'clock Central Time. Soybean crush is expected to be a record high 209.55 million bushels. That's up substantially from last month and last year's numbers by 10 million bushels or so, and ahead of the record that was set back in December of 24 at 206.6. So it looks to be a very strong crush number when it was released this morning. This may not get a lot of talk about or a lot of fanfare, but this is going to be very important. So open interest in December grain options is substantial, and we have those going off the board this Friday. Traders will be focused on moving out of these options and getting into maybe some futures positions, or even rolling to the next month option strategies ahead of Friday's expiration. Brazil's planning 70% complete as of Friday. That's up 10% on the week, down from last year and just slightly behind the average. Their first corn planting is 83% done. Last year they were 90% and 87% on average, so planting just a little bit behind. Weather forecasts look pretty good for Brazil. Little concerns about dryness in parts of Argentina are going to provide support for the soybean market. USDA announced they would release the November cattle on feed report this Friday as scheduled. That'll be a 2 o'clock Central Time release. Estimates are calling for on-feed supplies at 97.6% placements, at 92.7, and markings at 93.1. The placement number looks to be very friendly for this cattle market. On-feed supplies should be supportive as well, but the placements, I think, is what will garner the most trade attention. Over the weekend, President Trump announced the removal of tariffs on imported beef, and it, I think, caused a lot of concern with traders that were looking at that headline only. But we look into depth on it. It's the removal of the 10% reciprocal tariffs. That includes the 10% tariff on Australia, Brazil, beef from and other countries, but it does not include the 40% tariff on Brazilian beef. That is the larger barrier to beef imports, and that's still under negotiation. So that is still remaining. And if we get selling off of this weekend news, I think should be fairly minimal. I think some of the algo traders, the computer type traders, will want to read this headline and just sell it based on the headline. But as we look at closer the news here, it's only the 10% reciprocal tariff, not the 40% tariff, that is still there, and that should have us see commercial buying this morning. Last week's slaughter, 576,000 head, largest since early June, largest kill week since early June. Packer margins have improved a lot. They're going to lose some of that with the softer cutout values, but they took advantage of it by increasing their kills last week. Have a great day, everyone, and good luck and good trading. We hope to talk to you soon. This is Brian Hoops from Midwest Markets. Good luck and good trading.